Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. We've got several court hearings to break down, including a sovereign citizen case and a defendant whose behavior left the courtroom and the judge completely unimpressed. We'll start with an individual who made some seriously poor decisions and ended up facing the full consequences in court. So let's get right into it.
All right. Good morning to you. Are you Jacob Edwin Mullins?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. And Mr. Feigelson, if you would enter your appearance, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Stephen Feigelson on behalf of Mr. Mullins, who's present by way of video conferencing this afternoon.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Mullins, this is a felony complaint indicating on or about January 24th of 2025 at 216 East Thomas Street, Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan. Sir, count one alleges that you did willfully and maliciously burn, damage, or destroy by fire or explosive personal property with a value of $1,000 or more, but less than $20,000. That is contrary to law. It is a felony, carries a maximum penalty of 5 years and or $10,000 or 3 times the value of the property damaged or destroyed, whichever is greater. Do you understand the charge and the maximum penalty, Mr. Mullins?
I understand your perspective of what occurred and outside
Well,
of that.
hang on. Before you go too far, this is just what's written on the paper. You are presumed innocent. Let me finish, okay? And you'll understand why I'm saying this. You are presumed innocent. So we want to make sure that you don't say anything today that can be used against you. So when you get to talk with your attorney in private, that's when you're going to want to talk about what happened or didn't happen. I can only tell you what the charge is and the penalty is, and then you'll talk to your attorney and they will help you prepare a defense against the charge. Does that make sense?
I'm 29 years old. I understand. Like, you know what I mean? I get it.
Did you really just address the judge like that? After 29 years, it's clear you still haven't figured out how this works.
Good. Okay. All right, then, Mr. Mullins, you understand the charge and the maximum penalty. You don't have to agree to it. You just understand. Is that right?
Right. Yeah. No disrespect.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Now, you do have rights as well. You have the right to plead guilty, not guilty, or stand mute. You have the right to a trial by a judge or a jury, and at that trial, you can present or confront witnesses. If they would not appear, the court can order them to do so. You also have the right to a lawyer, and if you cannot afford one can be appointed for you at court expense. Additionally, you are presumed innocent, as I said earlier, and if you are found guilty, it has to be beyond a reasonable doubt. You also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or write can be used against you, and you always have the right to have a lawyer present with you at any time that you are questioned. Do you understand those rights, Mr. Mullins?
You said read anything you say or write can be used against you? Did you say that?
Yes, I did say that. Yes, sir.
Me no speak English on that one, but everything else, yes.
Okay, good. All right, then, is he applying for an attorney today, Mr. Feigelson?
Yes, he is. He presently works with our office on another matter, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. So, Mr. Mullins, what we're going to do is we have 2 hearings set for you on this. A probable cause conference, which is the first hearing. That is February 6th. That's at 8:30 a.m. with Judge Simmons. Excuse me. You are allowed to appear remotely on that, so that's why you will have a colored sheet. I think it's kind of a bluish green. Yep. Okay, you should have that, so you can appear February 6th at 8:30 a.m. remotely or in person. The second hearing is a preliminary exam. You have to appear in person for that. That's on the 6th floor of City Hall, Courtroom 4. and that's February 13th at 8:30 a.m., also with Judge Simmons. So you've got the notice and the Zoom instructions, correct?
Yes.
Good, good. Okay. Now, is there anything I've told you so far that you do not understand?
The one thing I didn't speak English on, yeah, but other than that, yes, everything else I did.
Let me explain what the judge just told you. Regardless of your understanding, you have the right to remain silent, because anything you say or write can be used against you. Continuing to speak only risks making your situation worse, so the smartest move right now is to stop talking and let the process work.
I'm an artist.
Okay.
I've been writing a lot of things, so when I write stuff, it's like almost like, you know what I mean? So that's just a arbitration contract thing that I didn't like. So I mean, we'll settle through that. So I would like to just voice that. Other than
We
that,
could
no
just
disrespect.
move
Yes.
forward, sir. Appreciate the.
Correct.
Yeah. You'll talk
Thank you.
about that with your attorney, absolutely. Okay, so Mr. Mullins, I'm going to stop the live stream so that I can protect your.
That he be given a low PR bond or a low cash security bond, Your Honor. Thank you.
If it's
All
any
right,
money,
thank you.
I can't afford it. Let's just say that. I ain't got nothing, and y'all ain't give me any tools to get a job since I've been released from your guys' care. Now, I don't really know what's going on with my
Okay,
support
this
system, but
is-
it's
This
burned
is
down
my
relationship
turn to
with my
talk,
family.
Mr. Mullins.
Metaphor.
Okay, you don't want to talk about that because, like I said, you're gonna you might say something that can be used against you. So the court's
Sounds
going to look at two things, Mr. Mullins. I'm going to look at whether or not you're a flight risk and whether or not you are a danger to the public. In regards to that, I'm going to look at your criminal history. I'm going to look at the allegations. I'm going to look at your ties to the community, your employment status. You live with your parents. I look at all of those to determine two things. I do have a concern for the safety of the public. On the matter that I arraigned you on first, the arson, you are presumed innocent, but as I look at the allegations, it presents a concern to the court for the safety of you and any other individuals that reside in that location. I understand that would be
Money.
that would be your parents.
1995.
Okay,
Trust me.
this is
It's all right.
this is my turn, sir. Okay,
I
so
bought it,
based
too.
on that, I'm not going to grant you a PR bond because I don't find that that is sufficient to ensure your appearance as well as protect the public, as specifically here your parents. The court is going to set a cash surety bond on this of $10,000
What the
to
fuck?
ensure your appearance.
I get that you're frustrated, that things have clearly gone very wrong for you, and now you're facing real consequences. But you're not helping yourself by reacting this way. Speaking disrespectfully to the magistrate and lashing out in court only makes your situation worse, not better.
We're not done yet, sir. Okay, now, first of all, the condition of your release is do not miss any court dates and do not violate any state or local laws while you're on bond. You're not to possess, purchase, or consume any alcohol or controlled substances without a prescription, and you're not to leave the state of Michigan without permission from the court. You also are not allowed to possess or purchase any firearms, ammunition, or dangerous weapons, and you will have to report to pretrial services so that they can set up any pretrial supervision that may be necessary. That's either a phone or an in-person interview. Now, I'm also going to tell you, you cannot have any contact with Daniel Mullins and or Barbara Mullins. You cannot call, write, page, email, text, no electronic communications of any kind. You can't have anybody else contact them on your behalf, and no threatening, harassing, or molesting behavior towards them or anyone else. Additionally, you cannot go within 2,000 feet of where where they're located at any time, including work, home, or school. So what that means is if you have property there, someone can go and get your property and get it for you, but you cannot go there and you can't have any contact at all. Also, you're unable to give me an address at this point. So if you are released, you have 24 hours to notify the public defender's office of the address where you're staying. If you don't do that within the 24 hours, the court then sets a bench warrant for you. Do you understand that? Do you understand what I'm telling you, Mr. Mullins?
I understand that our system's broken and I'm just a little cog chilling. Hi, I'm Cog. Nice to meet y'all.
What was that supposed to be? Some kind of dramatic monologue? Because whatever point you were trying to make didn't land, and it certainly didn't help your case.
Okay, all right, let's go over the other file then. This is, again, the 24-03520. Judge Simmons has ordered that you be remanded on that case file because you failed to appear for the probable cause conference. So you will not be released before that hearing that is to be set. Do you understand?
Yeah, y'all tweaking.
All right.
You guys know I have no clue what the hell y'all are doing. You have no details. You're making a bunch of judgments on very, 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 very misguided details. And the frail line understanding you understand.
You're going to talk with your attorney.
What's the Rotary Club? Who am I? Do you guys know who I am? My name is Jacob Edwin Mullins. You guys know who I am. That's crazy. You guys are playing silly ass games.
Did you have anything else?
I do not, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I am going to order a CMH evaluation on that new file as well.
All right. That's about the one good thing you've done today, and it's not your fault. You're an amazing person, I'm sure, and I'm not trying to hurt your feelings or like I'm a frustrated individual. So let me just say, like, I'm sorry for the disrespect. I know it's not your fault necessarily, but this is just a large structure. So I'll end that.
Thank you.
At this point, it's best for him to stop talking and return to custody. He has another court date coming up soon with Judge Simmons, who is known for running a very tight courtroom, so it will be interesting to see how that plays out. For now, let's move over to Judge Perkins' courtroom, where we're looking at a self-described non-corporate living man facing 9 additional traffic-related charges, including issues tied to so-called traveler claims.
Gator. This is the City of Detroit versus El Rico Gator. Case number SP-128-1837, counts 1 and 2. SP-156-07261, SP-162-4983, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP-164-3083, counts 1 and counts 2 in the state of Michigan versus Gate El Rico Gator, case number SX40380982. Appearance for the record, please, Mr. Barry.
Elwood S. Barry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gator.
I'm speaking for the corporation of El Rico Gator.
They're gonna love this one. Good morning to you, Mr. Gator.
Good morning.
All right, today is the date and time, so I kind of got to get an understanding of, we need Mr. El Rico Gator. We don't need the corporations of El Rico Gator. How do we find Mr. El Rico Gator?
I guess that's the name I was given. I guess I'm El Rico Gator.
You'd better hope you're the person listed on the court paperwork and that you respond to that name, because if you don't appear, a warrant will be issued for failure to appear. And for anyone claiming sovereign citizen beliefs, consider this for a moment. You were given a legal name at birth, and that name is how the courts identify you. Refusing to acknowledge it doesn't free you from the system. It only creates more problems and consequences for yourself.
Okay, all right. Today is the day. Now, let me ask you this. Do you want Mr. Barry to represent you, or do you want an attorney to represent you?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. All right. So today is the date and time set for, it's some matters under warrant status, Mr. Barry, and other matters are in pretrial for the purposes of the warrants. Mr. Barry.
We would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
And we'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf and give your client a $0 bond. So what I have here is 1, 2, 3, 4 tickets in Mr. Gator's name. And then I counted some other tickets into the record. I can give you those tickets Whenever you're ready.
Ready, Your Honor.
I have a driver's license suspended. I have a no insurance misdemeanor. I have a no ops. I have a failure to stop and an improper turn. So it should be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cases I called into the record.
Yes, Your Honor.
2 of them are civil infractions that were in default. I have no problem setting these defaults aside. They were kind of a little bit back in October, but since I just said it, I don't have a problem setting an improper left turn and a failure to signal at a stop sign or whatever that is, if the city has no objection to hearing you.
No objection, Your Honor.
Give Mr. Gator an updated offer. I also see a no insurance, the insurance no proof 288. If Mr. Gator is interested in getting a valid driver's license, he probably want to pay that 288. At least get a port of clearances here at 36 District Court. That's the only thing I can see affecting Mr. Gator's license. Mr. Gator, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. Have a conversation with him. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay? What happened to Enrico Gator?
Maybe his corporation said he had a board meeting.
He had a board meeting. All right, let's pass it.
At this point, the sovereign citizen actually drops off the call, likely due to extremely poor internet, and later calls back into the docket. But before we return to that, there was an interesting exchange where Judge Perkins shared a little about his childhood, giving us some personal insight into his life.
With Miss Dominique Sade Lewis. Mr. Berry, did you work it out? I'll say one thing though. The name Sade really stands out to me. Maybe I shouldn't say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It goes all the way back when I was a kid, right?
I love the singer, the band.
Huh? You said what?
Sade. My mom named me after the band.
Yeah, Sade, the singer Sade, right. So my father used to own a topless bar. and he would be playing Sade for the girls or the little women to be dancing. And my brother was like, dude, you can't be playing that music for them to be dancing on.
That's some soul music.
Huh?
That's some soul music.
That's what I'm saying. And I guess that's why the topless bar didn't make it. He owned the Rouge Lounge. Back in Mr. Berry. You remember that, huh, Mr. Berry?
Oh, boy.
So I just laugh every time I think about that. But anyway.
All right, now let's move on to the final hearing, where we have an individual entering the courtroom as a free person, but leaving in handcuffs.
Are we ready on someone, Mr. Gator? Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gator. Mr. Gator, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
We seek a bench trial date, Your Honor.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Gator?
Yeah.
March the 10th. Come back March the 10th at 9 a.m., all right?
All right, I got one question, Your Honor. He not going to be representing me, is he? Because I don't want him to represent me.
Well, listen, Mr. Gator, see, this is how it works. If you want to pick your attorney, you got to pay for your attorney.
All right. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
We got another attorney in here. We'll always have 2 attorneys in here on that day, though. All right?
All right.
Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
You too.
I'd say he has no idea what just happened, but I'm pretty sure his attorney...
Okay, the court is on the record in several cases involving the defendant Robert Corbin. Case number 25 CRB 21. Mr. Corbin pled not guilty to 1 count of assault, a first-degree misdemeanor. In that case, on January 17th, 2025, this case is set for a first pretrial conference. 25 CRB 9, Mr. Corbin pled not guilty to 1 count of cruelty to companion animals, also a first-degree misdemeanor on January 17th, 2025. 24 TRD 1, Mr. Corbin pled guilty to 1 count of no operator's license and not guilty to 1 count of expired plates, each of which are minor misdemeanor, and these cases are set, or this case is set for a pretrial conference and sentencing today. Those pleas were also entered on January 17th, 2025. There is a new case. The defendant was charged with and given a citation, an officer citation. And so this case, which is technically scheduled for tomorrow for an initial appearance hearing, we thought we would address this case today. In 25 CRB 23, Mr. Corbin was given a citation charging him with disorderly conduct, a minor misdemeanor. Mr. Corbin, did you receive a copy of that officer's citation, which was issued on January 18th, 2025? Mr. Corbin is present. He's accompanied by Attorney Philip Heasley. Also present is Law Director John Lewis. Mr. Heasley, your client has received a copy of the minor misdemeanor complaint of disorderly conduct. Does he wish to have his rights read, as well as a reading of the complaint?
Mr. Corbin, on this new charge. You have that right, sir.
Sure.
You have a right to be informed of and to understand the nature and the elements of the charge filed against you. You also have a right to know the potential penalties that could be imposed. You are charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct, a minor misdemeanor. If convicted of this offense, you face a maximum $150 fine and court costs. Mr. Corbin, you have 3 plea options. You can either plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest to this charge. So with respect to this charge of disorderly conduct, in the new case, 25 CRB 23, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay, the court will accept your not guilty plea. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000 personal recognizance. And I'll set this case for a pretrial conference. If the defendants actually know it, I'm just going to set it for trial. Okay. With respect to the other cases, Mr. Lewis, the court is in receipt of a pretrial report.
Thank you, Your Honor. With regard to actually all four cases, Your Honor, the offer is to plead as charged and to argue sentence. I would like to add for the record in 25 CRB 21, that is the assault case. The alleged victim was personally served with a subpoena on January 24th of this year. Patrick D'Onofrio, he is not present for the hearing today, Your Honor. Thank you.
And that's in 25 CRB 21.
That's correct, sir.
Okay, Mr. Heasley.
Thank you, Your Honor. I should mention that we did try to contact Mr. Corbin, who of course is here, prior to today's hearing and could not get through on the phone. That when he encountered me today, he made it very clear that he wished other counsel, Your Honor. So I have not had an opportunity as of now to talk about him regarding these cases, these 4 cases on which we are appointed. He has expressed his desire for another attorney very clearly, Your Honor, and I thought I would note that for the record.
I'd say little does he know, but I'm sure that attorney is fully aware of the bullet that he just dodged by getting off that case.
Have you ever represented him in the past?
I was checking that. I know our office has, Your Honor.
You did.
Okay.
Let me make something really clear to you, Mr. Corbin.
Yes, sir.
You see, you don't get to pick and choose which public defender you have. Be quiet and listen. Just listen. You don't get to pick and choose which public defender, nor do I get to pick and choose which attorney from the public defender's office comes to Conneaut Municipal Court? You see, it's the chief public defender of Ashtabula County who assigns assistant public defenders who are assigned to this court and to other courts throughout the county. So you don't get to choose, nor do I get to choose which attorneys are here.
I wasn't aware of that, Your Honor.
Yeah, well, now that you're aware, now that you listened to my explanation, if you wish to have a different attorney, you need to call the chief public defender.
I'll do that, thank you.
Okay, well, because I'm not going to, unless you're going to retain your own attorney, you're going to find an attorney.
I was going to do that, I just haven't had enough time to.
Yeah, well.
As the charges kept rolling in like so fast, I couldn't even pay attention to them, but they have the old phone number. That's why they couldn't get a hold of me. I've tried to reach your office at least a half dozen times. They have left messages.
Well, hopefully you can give Mr. Heasley your correct phone number today, and his office can have that as on record.
Thank you.
So, are you asking for a second pretrial?
Given what Mr. Corbin has indicated, Your Honor, yes, we would ask that. And if Mr. Corbin does retain counsel, which, may very well happen, then another attorney will certainly enter a notice of appearance in these cases. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, I'll set these cases, and when I say these cases, I'll set 25 CRB 21, 25 CRB 9, and 25 TRD 1 for a second pretrial conference and sentencing hearing. I'll probably go ahead and set the new case, 25 CRB 23, for a trial to the court on that same date and time. Bond as continued will be previously set. As previously set, will continue. You have a question for the court, Mr. Corbin?
Yes, Your Honor. So if I retain my own counsel, which I'm in the middle of right now, hasn't willing to do it, who do I let know? You guys, the court, or if I'm new with this?
I'd say he has no idea what just happened, but I'm pretty sure his attorney fully understands the close call they just had by stepping away from this case. Next voice, next voice. I'm going to have to question whether you're really new to this, especially since you just mentioned that your current lawyer has represented you in a previous case.
The attorney knows exactly what to do if you retain the attorney. The attorney knows how to notify the court in the proper manner in which to do so.
Sorry for wasting your time on all this. So it'll come out in the
You're not wasting my time. Now, Mr. Corbin, you brought to the courthouse today a dog.
That's my emotional support animal.
Okay, well, the emotional support animal you brought is the alleged, it's the same dog, I understand, that you allegedly abused.
Exactly, which I did.
In case number 25 CRB 9. I understand that's your defense, and that's okay.
Okay.
But that would be like in a domestic violence case, the person charged with domestic violence bringing with them the victim to court.
I didn't mean to. He just always hangs out with me, sir.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Corbin, that's just not the way things work.
Okay. If he's my emotional support animal from the Marine Corps, am I allowed not to have him everywhere in the United States?
I'm not saying that, Mr.
Okay.
Corbin. I'm talking about, you're charged with cruelty to animals. You brought the animal that you're alleged to have been cruel to court with you. Anyways, there's a warrant for your arrest out of Ashtabula Municipal Court, so that's going to be addressed today as well.
Perfect.
So
What's it for? I'm curious.
I have no idea. There's a warrant for your arrest, and they want you. So
In Ashtabula County?
In Ashtabula Municipal Court?
Right. It's for the 2 charges that I already served for vandalism 3 years ago.
Well, they'll
So
have
I'm going to go to jail.
Yeah, they'll have to address
Go to jail.
Okay.
I knew that was coming.
Okay.
So it's old cases, though. You got to take care of my dog, right? I knew you were going to fucking do this. I'll take care of it. Fine. And I knew this. I know that. Thank you. I knew it was going to happen, though, because they're old warrants. Every time I come to this fucking jail, I go to jail now.
So every time you come to court, you end up in custody, but you're also new to this. One of those statements doesn't add up, and your criminal history suggests it's the latter, unless you mean you're new to being free, and in that case, I believe it. Alright everyone, that's the end of today's video. All of these cases could have follow-up hearings, so if any updates are posted, I'll let you know. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If not, hit dislike. But don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss anything.